There is no escape, nor do we want it. We've come to thrive on it and each other. You can't get the adrenaline pumping without the terror, good people.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Christian Hanna Horror. Now, before we do this video, I've got a few announcements I want to make. The first one is thank you. I never really properly said thank you for getting me to 10,000 subs, much less 11. I'm so honored and blessed to have you guys in my life. All the support you've given me, the friendships made, it's been amazing, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. I do this because you give me the support. Without you, it's hard to say that I would keep doing this because it is time consuming and I put a lot of hard work into it, but you guys make it worth my while and I love you for that, so thank you very much. A few other announcements. I don't know that I've properly ever conveyed some of the things I do outside of my channel. Number one is a show called Region Free. A guy named Pizzow, who I base my channel off of, who's been my inspiration for doing YouTube, leads that show and I'm a part of it. Now that's a Region Free YouTube channel itself, and you can go subscribe to that channel and you can see me on that show where we discuss things in the world of physical media, horror, etc. I do another show called Firefly Family Podcast with my good friend Drew on the channel Hey Isn't That Devon Graham, and we do movie commentaries. I usually do 2 or 3 a month with him on that channel, and he's got another one he's starting now with once a month, I think, where it's Godzilla films and big monster films, so be on the lookout for that and go support his channel. And there's another thing I'm adding to my show that could potentially become its own channel. We'll see. I don't really know how this is going to go totally, but I have a good friend named Nick that I've known for a very, very long time, and he really got back into YouTube recently, and we have great conversations, so probably bi-monthly, 2 episodes a month on this channel for starting out. You're going to see the You Need a Horror Podcast. It's a horror podcast that I'm starting with him that we're going to just have fun and talk about things that we want to talk about in the world of horror, obviously. Now, the whole channel is branded in Return of the Living Dead, so that should be no surprise. As you guys know, it's my all-time favorite movie, so I'm excited about that. The first episode drops tomorrow on my channel, so be ready for that. I'm delivering, I'm talking about it, I want it the next day. So be on the lookout for all that great stuff, and you'll be able to see those episodes very, very soon on Spotify, iTunes, etc. And you'll see the t-shirts available on Teespring. I hope you like the logo because that'll be on the shirt. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. Vinegar Syndrome Volume 2, you guys have been asking for this, and it's time to, well, deliver it. But let's start out with number 5 on a movie that I did review, but I want to bring it up again in case you didn't see that review. That's a movie called Rush Week. Now, this is from Vinegar Syndrome, and it is awesome. I really want you guys to own Rush Week. Now, don't worry about getting it with the slip. You don't need the slip. I don't think you can get it anymore. It may be available still on their website. I don't know. But regardless, this is a slasher film that you must see if you're a fan of the slasher genre. It does things that you've seen before. It does things that may not really surprise you, but it's really fun, and it's got a really cool, awesome-looking slasher icon. It looks like a demented Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey guy with this huge, awesome axe that you see in the movie. Great stuff, and Sheriff Meeker's daughter bears it all in this movie. So a lot of you that probably get teased in Halloween 4 and get aggravated by that, you'll get what you want in Rush Week. So this is actually a fairly new release from them, and I really do recommend it. Great, great movie. So yeah, we'll start out with that one. Next, I want to go right into 1990s Demon Wind. Now, this is a really important one. A lot of people love Demon Wind, and for good reason. It's really fun. It's got so much aesthetic to it. I love it. Great fun effects by the end of the movie. It's a fun movie. This was one that I did see on the Joe Bob show. And, look, I'm nervous to just buy Vinegar Syndrome titles sometimes. You just never know what you're going to get because they seemingly will put out almost anything. But I want to say that I watched this on the Joe Bob show. I loved it. Instantly went to Vinegar Syndrome and bought it. And I'm very happy. This is pretty much a staple for a lot of Vinegar Syndrome fans to own. So definitely go ahead and check out Demon Wind. I love that one as well. Next, we're going to go to probably the best movie that they've ever put out. Arguably the best movie that they've ever put out. And that is the only person to give Chucky a run for their money, Dolly Dearest. Now, this movie is horrifying. I mean, it truly is horrifying. This is a 1995 killer doll slasher film. This movie is awesome. I really don't know what else to say. You've got some great cast members in here. Do you remember the mom from Pet Sematary? She's in here. This movie is awesome. This movie is scary. This movie is frightening. I really don't know what else to say about Dolly Dearest. The doll actually creeps me out till this day. I mean, look at that. That is terrifying. Absolutely horrifying. So Dolly Dearest is just a monstrous 90s classic to me. And I'm shocked that a company like Scream Factory or somebody didn't get their hands on it. I don't know the logistics of this stuff. You just kind of figure it's that caliber of a movie to get the Scream Factory release, you know what I mean? Not dissing Vinegar Syndrome at all, but I think you understand what I'm saying. Scream Factory usually puts out the bigger marquee titles. This is a marquee title to me. Dolly Dearest is amazing. But at the end of the day, I'm very glad Vinegar Syndrome got their hands on it because they did a very good job releasing this film. It looks great. They did awesome. So definitely pick this up. If you don't have this in your Vinegar Syndrome collection, make this top priority. Next, rest in peace to the legend Roddy Piper. We all know the movie They Live. We all love the movie They Live. But what about that weird movie that's like Battletoads from Nintendo? That's right, Hell Comes to Frogtown. I love this movie too, but it is a far cry from They Live. This is not a John Carpenter film. This movie is nutty. This movie is wacky. And I think that he probably decided, okay, no more movies after this. I don't know what the deal is, but I will say this, that Hell Comes to Frogtown must be seen to be believed. Truly. I mean, it is a wacky, bizarre, nutty film. So you definitely need to see this movie. I don't know that Roddy did any other, like, starred in any other movies. I'm sure he had small roles and other stuff, but in terms of starring, this could have been the last one. I'm not sure. But it looks great. And needless to say, all these pretty much have those 2K, 4K scans, so all the picture qualities look stunning. But I do love this movie, but be ready, it's weird. And the last one, I've talked about this one before on my channel briefly, but I want to talk about it again. This movie is amazing, and I think it does not get enough credit. Amityville Dollhouse. Excuse the blue case, I bought a refurbished one off of Amazon. Amityville Dollhouse is awesome. I love this movie. It actually scared the hell out of me. I lost sleep over Amityville Dollhouse. Now, this is not necessarily a sequel. I think that people get a little confused. Now, I could be wrong, but you've got the Amityville Horror franchise, right? Amityville Horror 1, Amityville Horror 2, Amityville Horror 3D. And then there's just a million movies that have Amityville in it. And I don't think it's part of a franchise. I just think that it's a bunch of movies with using the Amityville theme, you know, so it's not necessarily a franchise, I don't think. So this is a one-off. It's called Amityville Dollhouse. This movie is awesome. So you've got this family that moves into this new house, and the dad goes into the shed to look for something, and he sees this gorgeous-looking dollhouse that's the shape of the Amityville house. Gives it to his daughter. She thinks she's going to love it. She's playing with it, but this dollhouse is sinister. It invokes evil. It does a lot of bad things, and some of the makeup effects in here creeped me out. You know, whenever you see zombies in movies, sometimes the eyes are a little not scary. It almost looks like regular looking eyes. Well, there's a guy in here whose eyes absolutely horrified me, kept me up at night, freaked me out. This is a fun 90s movie, really is. So I definitely say check out Amityville Dollhouse, though this was included in that Amityville set. I didn't get that set because I didn't watch all those movies before, so I was hesitant to pick it up, but I'm just glad that I got this one because I know I loved it. So Amityville Dollhouse, guys. So that is Volume 2 of Vinegar Syndrome Blu-rays. I want you to own. Give these a look up online if you haven't seen any of these before. I think you'll be happy. If I had to take away one as the number one pick in here, it's got to be Dolly Dearest. Like I said, I think it's the best release that they've ever done. I think it's the best movie they've ever released. If you're into the slasher, though, go for Rush Week. I think you'll be very happy. So there's Volume 2 of Vinegar Syndrome Blu-rays, I want you to own. Let me know what should be in Volume 3. Maybe I haven't talked about one yet. Maybe there's one I haven't seen yet, or maybe I don't own it yet. I'd love to get suggestions from you. This is a two-way street. So this is Christian Hannah Horror, guys. Love each and every one of you, and we'll see you next time. I'm out of here. Bye.